Yeah, we're going to see now Vietnam Legends versus Frantic. Vietnam and Frantic is a Chinese clan, Chinese team. And we have right now on this Escape Champions League a ballet map that is a very, very nice one. And in the south, we have Vietnam, in the north, Frantic. And with me is Resonant22 that is gonna talk a little bit about this map that is beautiful.
Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Escape Champions League. As always, it's a pleasure to be joined by you, Mem. So, if you want me to talk a little bit about the map? I'd love to. The map is Valley, a super open map similar to Arabia with small clumps of trees, a little bit odd distribution of gold, actually, in that they come in clumps of 5. But also, most importantly, is this dried up river that divides the two teams. It has a little bit of shorefish, but a ton of deer. And what this means is that map control is even more important than normal. And we see map control being decisive in team games overall. And are there any Mongols players in this game? Yes, there are. So it looks like Euro gets to take advantage of 50% faster hunting.
Yeah, well, the only problem with the middle here, with those deers, Res, is that it's not like in 1 versus 1. In 1 versus 1, if you get the middle, you have already a huge advantage, and you know that you're not going to get traded by others. But here, you cannot go extremely forward. Why? Because you can always can be in danger to get some pocket or some other players from the opponent team get traded, since this is a 4 versus 4. Say that, we can see how Indians in the south with ACCM facing the Mayans. Happy CL. CL. He's taking now a fight there, Scout versus Eagle. Is he going to lose that, the Scout? No, he's going back. On the other flank, we have Grey Hans, Say My Name, versus Slavs Xiao Fan. Whoa. And pockets, that is extremely crucial here. We have Purple Indians. They say really Diao, but if you don't know that nickname, guys, he's most known as Vivi, facing Malians VNS Cool. And the other pocket, Magyars, the legend team, versus Bhakti. Bhakti, Euro, Teal with the Mongols. So say that, Res, with Mongols pocket and Malians pocket against Indians and Magyars, who has the advantage? I have an answer, but I want you to tell me, man. Who has the advantage?
Indians and Magyars versus Indians and Mongols pockets. Ooh, I would put a little bit of favor, I think, on the Indians and Mongols, but it depends. I mean, the Magyars have such a strong Castle Age Night Rush, which can allow them to get some serious...
No, but this, sorry that I interrupt you. Indians is not pocket in the other team, it's flank. The other pocket is still Mongols and Green Malians. So I think that's
Mongols
completely,
and
right?
Okay, no, that does. So it's Mongols and Malians versus the Indians and... Okay, well, I always hate the Indians in the pocket. I really feel like the Indians in the pocket are massive threats because of the camps that they actually have access to. The Malians are a big threat in the pockets, but I'm going to say it goes to the Indians, just their insanely powerful economy. With the camels that come out, it disincentivizes the knights, which I expect to see from most of the players here. Like you say, controlling the middle of the map is really difficult to do in a team game. So I expect to see some sort of aggressive knight play early on. This is not an easy map to wall. These players are going to try to team wall it, but I think knights are going to be decisive. What do you think?
Well, I really think that according to the position in the maps, the flanks should wall themselves, not team wall, because it's almost impossible. And then the pockets, look at orange and purple. They are pretty close to each other. They can make some team walls between them. Maybe also the same between green and teal, you know. But also really nice would be just to go all like in Arabia, super fast up and scout. You can see how already the pocket, Bhakti Mongols, is up with 19 population. Blue ACCM Indians is with 20. So they are going to go pretty aggressive with scouts all over. And we don't see any walls for now. Whoa.
I mean, we see them trying to barely put up a little bit of a house wall, but there's only so much you can do. And if you're Say My Name, you don't even get access to your house wall. So they're definitely going to have to watch out for that scout aggression. I don't think anyone's going to risk the center of the map. Militia coming down from Zhaofan, which I think are very strong. With the free tracking, faster farming, it will just allow him to get a smooth transition. And, well, we'll see. Some militia as well for Say My Name. and a
Well, it
bear coming down
surprised
the
me.
bot side.
Yeah, it surprised me that he's going this map militias. I think it's better to go up faster because it's still gonna be complicated to wall and go militia transition to castle. He can still go up as fast as possible, but you can see I am on gray point of view, and the militias are already there. Okay, so he might do the damage. Gray has militias as well on the barrack. Why he's not using? Why he's not using the militias? I don't get it, man.
I don't get it either. And you know what else I don't get, Mem? Is why he is trying to wall that spot and not focus on the quick wall around his gold mine and his wood line, I think. I think it's a little too greedy to try and get that wall off at the front. And I don't know why he's not using his militia. I know that there are two more on the other side. Oh, that's because he wants to go for the gank on the front when the army is split up, try and get some nice free damage, but he is outnumbered crucially. I don't know why he's taking this fight. I mean, is this one scout from Cool going to make the difference? What's the micro going to be?
This is a huge. This is crazy again. This show fan. I remember for the previous stream going with so many militias. He got so many, and he lost absolutely everything.
Obliterated.
He got outplay big time. Look at that ratio kills dead, man. 1 unit killed, 6 unit lost. It was you and me playing, or was them playing? What is this, man? with more army, he lost 6 units, man. That was a sick micro, a reverse sick micro. Really bad, man. Well, now he's going back. And the problem for Xiao Fan is he's not even up to feudally. So if Gray is playing properly, he will go like he's doing with already 2 villages and make a tower. And Xiao Fan is still even without the loom. Ay, ay, ay. But this can be really painful for him. Right, Res?
Yeah, I mean, it's a trap, I have to say. Say my name. Waiting for those militia to be isolated and with some excellent focus fire. Look how he spread the damage out across his units, and also Cool did too. The lower HP your units are, the better job you're doing, and the focus fire is still not there here from Xiao Fan. Oh, but he does snipe a militia right in the face. That does hurt. Losing that lumber camp, a lot of idle time, and interestingly enough, I think they went for the militia just because they were so close to each other, that low rush distance. And meanwhile, on the bottom side, those three, very close on the left, are trying their own team wall. So it looks like one player is going to be isolated on both teams, and they're kind of mirrored. It's weird.
Yeah, this is crazy. Just look. If you know about the standard build order, you usually go to lumber camps, right? You make a mill and then farms and go up. He has done already 3 lumber camps. He's been forced to make 3 lumber camps. Already 2 mills, okay? 4 farmers. He barely have 200 food. He's gonna be up there with 28 population, so he is still even behind 2 Gray. Disaster there. If we focus now also to check a little bit something else, because in the map, in a 4v4, there's happening more things. But the most important was here, a lot of action, because the Titanic is real. And then purple, his wall already completely. Orange has wall even with the stone walls. You can see he's now walling. So like I told you, purple, orange, team walls, but they went farther than we expected, Res, because they wall Frantic CL. Look at those incredible walls. 3 players completely wall, but
Beautiful.
It's symmetrical, man. Gray.
It is.
Green,
it's mirrored.
and teal, the same, man.
It's so weird seeing one player isolated, and then we have a 3-wide team wall. But that's just due to the rush distance and the way that the map spawned, and the fact that it's mirrored. But what's so critical here is that Xiao Fan is experiencing a serious Titanic at this moment. As Cool in here with the scouts as a reinforcement after doing an excessively, just way too much damage with that militia. Oh man, that is going to put Xiao Fan on the back foot. Meanwhile, ACCM, is he going to get, 2v2'd and probably lose this battle? Probably.
Ouch.
But he's walled up.
Yeah, that's the good thing. There's one chance from Xiao Fan. The chance from Xiao Fan is a big one. Vivi, purple, is the only one that is going to be in Castle Age really quick. And with Indian civilizations. So really, he's going now with few camels. He can push it back. Oh, but he's doing another tower, say my name. He's getting so much map control there. And now going with more archers. Archers with fletching? No, that's the good thing. If those archers from Say My Name works with fletching, he could make a lot more damage that he's gonna make. Still, he is ahead, but I want to see what Bibi can do to help. He's sending camels with only +1. That means that he didn't make any upgrade in Blasmith, right, Res? So when he get the +2, he will dominate there. Because
he will dominate.
Bhakti is up to Castellit, but he's in the other flank. not green up yet, Cool.
The two hills on the bottom side of the map, are proving to be decisive for both sides. Tim and CL both able to hold the line on their respective hill, while ACCM and Euro do have to try and protect theirs, but some scouts will get picked off. The scouts need to focus fire down the archers, and looks like Teal's just abandoning this army. ACCM on the back foot, on the retreat with some good stutter stepping, but he will lose that entire army. Will that equalize the situation? Because there are some watchtowers, quite a few archers, and a lone spearman with bonus attack, Mem. Those camels, he's going to need to wait for +2.
Yeah, on the right side, he's gonna stabilize a little bit. You said about that on the left. Look at Orange. Team has bloodlines, of course, forging for free with Magyars, and also Scalebard in armor. He's going full aggressive mode. He's still, as a pocket feudal age, full scouts, but his resources still really strong. He took all the military from ACCM, and now ACCM got barely nothing, but still, since his wall rest, he's fine. He's just fine. He did a tower on the goal. He has double archery range with good amount of archers already inside. Let me check. Yes, he has already good amount of archers inside, and he's okay. As far as you don't lose economy, the problem when you lose those battle res is that you let your opponent go through those palisades, and then is when you are in big problem.
Yeah, Cool delaying his castle each time and going for those scouts. He did a ton of damage, but at a cost. As now the enemy team has a little bit of momentum, and that +5 attack damage versus buildings that the Indians camels get is pretty good. He's not going for the +2 defense. I guess he supposes he doesn't need it right now, and oh my goodness, man. Is Gray open? Not quite, but soon to be.
Well, let's see, because this is surprising. Look at the start. Red God.
Oh, the market.
Look at his market now. Exactly. He's doing the market, but the camels are there. The archers are coming, but now he's lonely. I mean, now how do you face those camels? And the archers just get the hill advantage. Why you are not trying? Okay. Now Cool is coming, but still Indians doesn't have great advantage yet, because still +1 only, and +1 from Malians as well. Still, India's economy always give a plus, and Vivi. 53 villages. He has already 15 villages more than anyone else in the other team. What it means that when he's gonna make 2-3 stables, he's gonna spam camels and then stop them.
Yeah, I think that's going to make Vivi dominate this game, like unquestionably, and poor Tim on the run with his scouts getting absolutely mopped up by those camels. We've reached a tiny bit of a stalemate, but there's a lot of pressure that is coming towards VNA. A lot of pressure. The enemy team, Frantic, patrolling the perimeter. However, Say My Name has quite a large number of crossbowmen, and maybe he's able to do something with that, as the camels are the weakest towards mass crossbows. Cool's coming in here, and they're gonna try and do some damage to Xiaofan. Xiaofan's the only player in Feudal Age. Still.
Yeah, but he has 2 towers. I mean, couple of towers. He has in a perfect spot, to be honest, those towers. And the camels are there. So, well, he's taking a couple of villages, but the damage was done before in the game. Xiaofan is still 5 villages behind, but still, if you compensate that with the BB advantage, I think it's better to have the pocket in the position that BB is than with the flank. You know what I mean, right? I mean, the pockets will dominate way more. Look at BB now. I'm checking at home. He has 1, 2, 3 stables already, doing a Scalebard in armor, and in 24 minutes the hand card. What that means, he need to make that tower, Xiaofan need to make that tower, and the tower is not going up now. He lost a lot of villages. 53 population, the advantage is increasing. So he's gonna be able now, BB, with those camels rest, to still hold in.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but like you said, those 2 watchtowers are immaculately well placed, and they will be able to help him hold the line. Maybe he'll even put a couple crossbows in the tower. He does. Well played, well played. Try to fight underneath the tower if you can. Get as many free pickoffs as possible with the crossbow upgrade and Bodkara research. Xiaofan will engage, backed by Vivi. There's so many crossbowmen for Say My Name. However, not entirely coordinated because Cool's already pulled out. And it looks like Vivi wants to press the advantage, pick off all those crossmen, and he will be able to do it. They've been boxed in.
They kill all, man. They killed absolutely everything with those camels. I don't think they did a good teamwork there with those camels. Cool. He didn't help too much because the advantage was really important. Look at the ratio kills death. Say My Name was really ahead, and now he's 28-28. He has lost in the last battle absolutely everything. He is still really ahead in economy, so it's what we said. But now I'm checking green base. Look at the yellow. CL going to the pocket with so many crossbows. He's attacking cool. That can be a disaster because Orange team is also there. They are going into the pockets. Frantic is going really, really aggressive. He did some Titanic Xiaofan in the start, but now the pockets are playing so damn aggressive. Whoa! Look at those archers trying to kill Billy's, but they can't. He killed that tone center, destroy that tone center, or don't let him up. Whoa! They are getting back the game, man. Look at Vivi, not only population, look at the score. He's gonna dominate with the Indians. Well, he's already dominating with Indians, right?
Yeah. Tigui Wen, everybody. Tigui Wen. Oh, that would be so sick. I still don't think I've seen it yet. But anyway, all right, here comes Vivi with the engage. But CL making an excellent play by boxing in his crossbow, making it very difficult to get the surround, and focus firing down the knights, trying his best not to overkill them. However, he is surrounded, and I think he will eventually get picked off by ACCM. He's doing as much damage as he can, but Vivi on his way to the Imperial Age, and this dude is huge, man. He's huge.
On the way to Imperial, 31 minutes, like if he was booming almost free. Well, he never was attacked at home. He has right now 96 villages. He has 1, 2, 3, how many tone centers? 4 tone centers. And now, with those camels, how they are going to stop him. I'm telling you how. No way to stop now the Indians. With the hands. When now Xiaofan, of course, he's behind in economy, but he has now the same amount of archers than Say My Name. And they are forcing Say My Name to have a lot of idle villages. 23 idle villages, of course. That makes that the economy difference, it's getting closer and closer. You don't lose the units, but if they are not working, who cares the difference? Exactly. And now they are pushing completely. And Bibi score will explode right now when he reaches the Imperial Age. And we will see the Indians' power, Mr. Res.
Oh, we're going to see it. And spoiler alert, everybody, they're pretty good. They're pretty strong indeed. Now, ACCM has been able to hold on so far with some immaculate, well-defended, very thick, I might add, walls with those houses, triple layered. But no Tigui upgrade for either of them. Damn, I really want to see that at some point. And, well, Vivi has hit him. He's hit critical mass. I want to see that heavy camel upgrade come out from him. World of Tech's going to be queued up. I'm waiting for it in the top corner. Obsidian arrows for CL as well.
You know that when I say that, I want to see obsidian arrows, man. They are huge, and we don't see these so often. I'm so hyped with that upgrade that we don't have the luck to see it. I had to interrupt you because, well, I didn't want, but I was like, come on, they are doing the upgrade. Awesome, really. Well, ACCM on the way to Imperial, and now BB heavy camels and plus 5 camels. Well, if he need to mass, of course, army, but he has 29 army. Look at the score by BB, Mr. Rez. I know that I'm repetitive, but that is sick, really sick. Well, what they can do now to stop that?
Not much. And you think you're repetitive? Psh, I just tell people to watch my Night Rush tutorial all day, which they should. Now, of course, Haru, I worked on the game. I know that Obsidian Arrows doesn't affect plumed archers, but you know what it does affect? Crossbowmen and arbalests. And that's good enough. Plus 6 damage versus buildings. Man, is that gimmicky, but it's hot. Anyone who disagrees and doesn't think that that's some fire plays, they don't play enough Age of Empires 2. It's sick. It actually will help eat through these buildings slowly. Like, look at this archer age, it's gonna disappear.
Yeah, but look at on the left. Look at on the left. Look at the fight is happening with yellow. CL doing a castle on his base with those camels. Plus 5 already taking absolutely everything. With plume marches also covering those camels. Then what you can do to stop this? I'm telling you, man. This is incredible population. He has 2,000 score more than the best score in Vietnam. Phoebe, that most of you should know this player. Well, he's maybe not consistent. Sometimes he Titanic, but when he play at his top, he is a really top 5 player right now. I don't know if you agree, but Bibi is doing an incredible game. He's destroyed He's safe completely. Xiao Fan on the right side, and now Purple in a total domination over Blue, Mr. Red.
I mean, I was... Yeah, it's a total domination. And you know you're feeling good about your team game when it's 35 minutes in, you're already pinging for your market placement. And that is exactly what they're doing. They're already setting it up. Vivi is looking so strong here with the heavy camels. If people are wondering why that +5 bonus damage versus buildings is so essential, it's because the camels themselves have pretty low attack, so they can't pressure town centers as well as knights can. But the Indian camels have none of those concerns. With amazing armor and amazing attack damage versus buildings, they're fine. And now ACCM is in serious trouble. It's weird to see Obsidian Arrows get researched, but then all of a sudden now no crossbowmen are getting mixed in by CL. That's weird.
I was thinking exactly that, Rez. They made Obsidian Arrows, you and me were so hyped, and I don't see a damn single crossbows. They just tricked us just to make so hype, and then they don't make anything. What is this? This is not fair for you, for me, and for the viewers. But still, are they going to defeat ACCM? Because it seems that they are going to defeat ACCM. 60 population taking the TC with camels. You didn't see it taking many town centers in the past with camels, right? All thanks to the upgrades you were mentioning a few seconds ago.
Thank you, Mr. Eagle, by the way, for the compliments. And man, I gotta say, these Imperial Camels are devastating. Farimba coming down for VNA's cool. Ooh, to make those heavy camels just a bit better. I like that technology. Yeah, they had crossbowmen before, but decided to get Obsidian Arrows, which gets my res seal of approval, but then to not make any, which is a little strange. This hill advantage, by the way, versus these heavy camels is going to be great, being able to take them down. But Farimba, 7 + 7 equals 14, which is a larger number than 13, and plenty to kill those plumed archers and force the retreat. That castle is not coming up.
Well, but what they only need now is go back a little bit with the plume archers, keep on that hill where the trebuchet are, keep going. ACCM is almost out of the game. Right now, Xiao Fan has recovered almost completely with the Slavs. He can go Honors. This is exactly what he's doing. Honors, House, just Siege. And now Purple is coming again. The Vivi is still with the 2,000 score difference, but now pushing in the middle with those Imperial Camels trying to go too cool to dominate. Well, it's crazy that after this looking domination play, the score difference is not that huge. Well, sometimes the score is tricky, but it's true that except the Vivi, the population for Team CL and Xiao Fan still need to be improved a little bit. Those camels now on the left with the support from the elite Magondais, they can do something there against Plume Archers and Cavaliers, right?
Oh man, ACCM is at 0 military population with 68 villagers. Finish him. As he's desperately trying to, evacuate his villagers, try and get back into the game. They do have a crucial point to defend on them, which are just this hill, which is covered in Mangadai. It's got a castle on it. Maybe they can hold the line. Maybe, but it's going to be tough. I mean, they have to win the top side of the map, right? Like, that's the only way.
And look at Purple. He break into the cool. He break into cool, so now he's ready even with the camels there, and the siege honor is happening. So, if Gray with Hans is fighting with Halbardiers versus Slavs, what you can do with the Hans against the Slavs if you are going with halves? Absolutely nothing. Honors and halves as well. So they will make some badaboom and kill absolutely everything. Look at those honors shot in the north. He's killing his own camels, but with those honors, he's taking a lot of those Halbardiers as well. Micro a little bit better, man. A little bit better. But still, the rating on green, he's strong. But they don't give up, man. These players really tried their best completely, which is not a surprise because in a best of 3, one game behind, well, you are almost out. Almost out already, man. Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, 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 indeed. How not to use the new unique technologies. This is not how you use Obsidian Arrows. I see one crossman, which is not good enough. And where is my Tigui upgrade for all this rating? Tigui is actually pretty good. And it's not even that expensive. Those of you who don't know, it's one of the Malian's unique technologies. Yes, they have even more utility than you thought. And that actually makes their town centers deal bonus damage, which is essential. Say my name. With a pretty strong offensive on the top. But he's got to deal with those siege hunters. And like you said, that micro for Xiao Fan, man, he's just been obliterating those crossbows. Say my name's going to have to transition to something a little bit better than Halberdiers plus cap rams. I don't know if this Celts army comp is going to quite work. Not
Rest.
much.
I mean, what he can do, not much. And really, is don't you see impressive? Really impressive that how Xiaofan has recovered, because he was looking so behind, and right now 148 villages. I know that he doesn't have so much army, but with siege honors and some good shot, he should be able to kill everything. But right now, be careful. He's losing all the honors. I'm giving him some bad luck because now he lost absolutely everything. Yeah, look at those rams. Look at those rams now. Xiaofan, little army. Okay, he's back in the hell now.
Oh my gosh, man, it's the caster's curse. Oh, you're right. No, Xiaofan was on fire, rebuilding from what seemed to be an insurmountable lead. Like, he was so far behind. And then instead, it's actually his trebuchets that caught on fire, as they just got rammed. And that's a good way, by the way, to take out your opponent's siege or just mess with their mass range composition. Xiaofan, though, gonna start transitioning into two-handed swordsman. I like this. Also grabbing the pikeman upgrade as well. Cool. Getting the elite Gavito upgrade as a great way to protect his heavy camels against any sort of infantry. I like that a lot. And the real question is, can ACCM... Ooh.
Look in the bottom. Look at the bottom, exactly. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom, because now it's 3 players there fighting. Well, green is in the other side, but how the Mongols can counter this, Rez? Magundais, what? Blue Marches, Camels, and Paladins? This can be the game. This can be the game. If they now push with some trebuchet, this can be definitely the first point for Frantic. After a really, really impressive game by Bibi, but team, well, all the team, right? Playing so solid.
Oh my god, this is actually a really crazy game. But then again, all these 4v4s are so difficult to cast because there's so much going on. But I have to say, what an impressive defense here from VNA. They're still holding the line, and on the top side of the map, transitioning into cavalry archers. I like this. This will make the difference. Perhaps Sultan's coming down for ACCM. He's getting serious. And I don't think the Mongols can really deal with this army at all. It's like so many units that just hard counter Mangadai, or at least are very effective against them. And this is also disturbing the trade line, which is the lifeblood of every team game.
Look at this amount of blue marches, Res.
It's too many.
Just crazy. With the paladins and so on. Of course, they are powerful, the Magundai, but those blue marches that they are cheap, they move so fast, they really have a really good armor. And with some paladins, they are cleaning everything and now taking a lot of trade. That can be crucial if the game keep going. Look at the amount of trade they are killing. Oof. And they keep pushing with siege honors. Now, red is moving even here to the south. That's great, man. Well, I think could save maybe if Mongols had siege honors, but the problem is I am on back the point of view, Euro tier player. He doesn't have any resources. Check it out.
No, he does not. But I do think that ACCM is playing this correctly in that once you lose your base, your number one priority should be to build back that eco so you can actually do something, either by slinging your teammates or hopefully making military units. He's actually plopping down a ton of stable, so he's threatening a comeback. But man, he's going to need to get that out fast or he's in deep trouble. And at least he's getting his masonry and everything right now. We'll see if that matters, but they're going to call GG.
GG.
It was a solid defense, but not quite enough. It's the obsidian arrows, man. It broke their backs. They couldn't defend.
I think the obsidian arrows just hype us and maybe intimidate the others. But to be honest, it's a pity because if we analyze ACCM with Indians, they just get Indians out of the game. We'll check now in the achievement that they got nothing. But really, after the first Titanic, people even in the chat was telling, hey, 4 versus 3 is going to be 4 versus 3 because Xiaofan was doing a bad job, but that secret weapon, Vivi as a pocket Indians dominated and helped him so much. Give time to recover. And then CL and team really push it quite fast. And ACCM, that is a really strong player, got 0 chances, Mr. Reyes. 0 chances, really.
But he played the early game so immaculately well, surrounded on all sides, able to hold the line with that very thick house wall, thus losing 30 buildings in the process, rip. But he still, like 44 largest army. We look at the units killed, units lost. This is a much closer game than it appeared, and an excellent one at that. But at the end of the day, man, that trade profit, Vivi was just playing out of his mind. The Indians, if you let them get to 166 villagers, you're in for a tough game.
And already 30,000 resources at this point.
Oh my.
I mean, his economy with Indians was spectacular. He was raiding and he helped Xiaofan to recover because we were wondering how he recovered that fast. He got his link 11,000 resources. Well, this Frantic team, guys, Res, VB with the performance in the 1 versus 1 in the final, and now, well, it's only the first game. This is still a best of 3. It seems that Frantic they are really taking this so serious, so professional, and playing really strong. Because Vietnam, we all know Vietnam has been really long time top team in almost every tournament, and well, they dominated it one.
That they did. GG, well played. What a great game, and I cannot wait to see what these two teams bring in game 2. Stay tuned, everybody. Nice. That was pretty epic, man. Those Imperial
it's nice, man. I mean, when you see that a player is failing like he did, and then the team still can handle it, it's because the team is really strong, really solid, really good play. Now we are going to see Cross. So we are ready. I think you are ready, Res. Saki's asking if you are ready. I think we can go right away. Or maybe not. Okay, give some seconds. I'm ready to rumble, but Resonance seems to need a few seconds. He will come back really soon. And well, in Cross, we have seen Cross today a few times, and it's a fantastic map. So we are going to see some great battle kind here.
All right, let's get ready to the next game.
Let's go, Mr. Reds. Well, and everyone.
Oh, game launch aborted, JK. Game launch restarted. Just kidding.
Vamos. Need to change recorded. Okay.
For me, it's just
okay, guys. It will go back. No. This is it. We are starting, guys. And Champions League, another match. Yes, best of 3 Vietnam Legends, Frantic. And with me, Resonance 22. And with you guys, not only Resonance and me, Mem. It's Vietnam with ACCM, say my name, Euro and Cool, Italians, Malays, Slavs, and Mayans. Whoa. And Xiaofan with Franks, Mongols, CL, Vikings team, and Malay Vivi. Vikings in this map. Well, Vikings are now way better in land because of the bonus they have. But I don't know. Not better civilization. Imagine if they can go for a late game. I still think that the Vikings not that solid in late game. What do you think, Mr. Rest?
Oh, I have a lot to say about the Vikings. If I post a match, man, it's going to be this one. As man, when I was playing ranked games on Voobly, I was infamous for being that guy who always ran to the Vikings on land maps, a disproportionately high amount of the time. That's where the res rigged comes from, man. The Vikings in the late game are a lot stronger now than they used to be. They had the post-imperial age of a wet noodle before, but now with chieftains giving +4 bonus attack damage to all their infantry units versus cavalry, the Vikings have always struggled traditionally versus mass heavy cavalry army comps. Now they have an answer beyond just their berserks, which are a better unit than I think most people think, but it also applies their champions and pikes. And the problem with their pikes is that they don't have the attack bonus of Halberdier. This evens it out a bit. They're still not that post-imp powerhouse that you'd hope for in really most or any civilization, but it's a little closer. We see a skirmish going on, and I just wonder, how much of this was the 15% cheaper docks? Because this is cross, and water is important for the fish.
Yeah, it is really crucial. Well, let's check because this is theory. Then we can see some crazy play or some Titanic and all can change. Now scouts going down. Oh, almost taking down 2 scouts. And there you go. Well, 1 player down, and Bhakti has lost the scout in minute 3. What that means? That if we focus now on Bhakti pocket Slavs, Fog of War, well, I don't know if he has find his own boars. I'm checking his point of view, Fog of War. 1 boar in the north, but he's still missing the deers, and he's missing the other boar. I don't know. Yeah. He's missing the other boar on the left. So you don't want to sacrifice the scout that early. Anyway, say that. Blue, Italians. ACCM is facing the Vikings. Italian versus Vikings, but we might see battle on land. Because here on water, said if you sneak, nothing will happen. On the right side, then green, we have Mayans VNA School facing Vivi with Malay, a crazy civilization. And pockets, we have Malay, say my name, and Teal, Bhakti with his last, versus Franks, Xiaofan. Franks as a pocket is great, now Franks is great, and Mongols happy. Oof, I like Mongols and Franks as a pocket. What do you think?
Oh, I do too. So the Mongols in the pocket have many benefits. So one, they can really pressure you on the castle edge if they want to, thanks to that faster hunting, allowing them to advance through the ages. And the Franks as well. Man, those knights are powerful. They can even pressure you with scouts if they so desire. But what I really like about those two civs in the pocket, Mem, is that Imperial Age is disgusting. With those paladins, especially with the chivalry tech, making their stables work 40% faster. So that also affects the paladin research time, which is pretty essential. And the elite Mangadai, that's pretty threatening. I feel like that late game, it really helps make up for the fact that the Vikings are not the strongest post-Imperial Age civilization. And I wonder what you think about these civ matchups as a whole.
I really don't know, because if you check the pocket for Vietnam, Slav Siege and then the power of Malay as a pocket, imagine going, they have only +1, but I want to see crazy amount of elephants. I still think that even with only +1, the elephants can be used great if you spam them, and with for example Blue March's support from VNA School. It can be a deadly combo, really. A deadly combo there. Yeah, and cheap. What I mean is that it's cheap. Of course, the Magondais and so on is really great, but they need more time. So the timing, the momentum is gonna be really, really important. And talking about that, CL 8 minutes 57. Of course, as a Mongols, going up extremely quick. But I want to point out something. Vivi, purple, and green cool are sharing the lake. And green didn't notice? Let me check. He didn't notice, man. He doesn't know that there's 2 dogs, man. I am on his point of view full of work. He probably gonna find out now with the eagle.
Or
he still didn't see it, man. He still didn't see it yet. It's gonna be late when he see it.
So when I talk to the pros and look at the fishing ships just fleeing away, they're like, hopefully you didn't see anything. Whew. When I talk to the pros and I ask them what are some of the most important things that I should talk about more, and they always talk about scouting. That other dock hasn't been seen, even though Cool has actually patrolled around the area. Now he's being distracted by this scout. This is utterly hilarious. I love this dock here. All it takes is a single fire galley to ruin anyone's fishing operation. That business completely decimated. And I agree. I think the Malay pocket plus the Slav siege can be quite threatening. And they're, most importantly, a lot faster. The Mongols get forever to get going through all their techs. But the Malay, they advance 80% faster. And even their quantity over quality civ, maybe they can overwhelm before the serious late game comes to play.
But this is crazy now. Because he's up already. And if he's taking the efficiency for green and gray, he's killing 2 players. Economy. He's taking 2 players economy out there. And he's up feudal age faster. Of course, he's at the limit with the economy. He will have 1, 2, 3, 4 dogs. Gonna be complicated. Still, he has a little advantage, but now he's facing 4 dogs. Yeah, but he's doing 2 players going into water, you know? Oh, and Orange going now to the other side. Orange going aggressive. Look at Mr. Tim. With the Vikings, he don't want to go for a late game. He's pushing, going inside with 5 villages. Now, breaking down that palisade. And ACCM, again in problem. He's now feudal age. So when he is going to be in feudal age, he's going to get people already inside with military. Look how many villages he's sending. Panic mode activated, Rez. He's
that is
there,
panic mode.
Oh, man. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? ACCM.
Emergency house is what he's doing. He needs to get that house down ASAP to stop that archery range. No, that is quite awful. And you know what else is really devastating? Is Vivi, aka our purple player, forgot the golden rule of pro expert fire galley play. Attack move to win the game. He actually just moved his units. And as a result, he took a lot of free damage on some of his fire galleys, and he's going to get 2v1'd on that lake. will he get to do any damage to these fishing ships? I don't really know. It's going to be really difficult for him. And meanwhile, Tim's in deep, and I like this tower positioning just out of range of the town center, Mem, and able to pressure that gold mine, that poor villager.
Yeah, he's definitely doing the damage, but now BB, look at that fight in that lake. He's trying to kill as much as possible fish because he knows that against 2 players, oh my god. But look how much they are investing to kill BB in that lake. You see? Demolition, poor dogs, so many fish. I think it's worth it that he's there. I really think it's worth it he's there. Definitely. He's losing the fishing ship or so, but with Malai, he can compensate that thanks to that civilization.
Oh,
and now red, even on blue, man. Look at the action. Yeah, man. Blue is getting a really bad time there. Oh my god.
I just saw an amazing demo raft shot by Vivi there. Wow. On the water, I would agree with you. This is an excellent trade on his part because, yes, he is losing a ton of resources and fishing ships in the process, but he got some food in the early game, which is what matters, and he wasted a ton of resources for green and gray. And he might, so the watchtower for Tim, that might go down to the villager, it might, but at the end of the day, the Vikings get that free wheelbarrow, and I think that they're able to bully the Italians, and the Italians are the type of civilization you really don't want to get rolling with, so it's really cool to see how Tim is actually playing this matchup.
Well, the game is a complete mess. There is action all over the map. I also see one villager from Blue ACCM outside of his own walls getting wrecked by 4 scout from Yellow. In his base, also, he was trying to make a counter tower that he can't do it. But Yudo, Bhakti, Teal player will help him properly. He's the only one in Castle Age. Really quick with double stable. But those knights, Bloodlines and Skill Bard in armor. Should be know that to save him. Because right now, he's quite troubles. But really, I think Yudo should dominate now. What do you think? I mean, those knights should do all the damage now.
I agree. I do think those knights will be the decisive factor here. And I'm really not sure how they're going to deal with it. Oh, poor ACCM has to research wheelbarrow. Oh, the wonders of the Vikings.
Look at the Wonder Race with the towers, man. Wonder Race with the towers on ACCM.
Is he going to go for this? Are we going to see some down tower action? I think he'll get it up.
He's losing some values.
It's a lot of idle time. At the end of the day, it's a lot of idle time. He has the hill advantage, and he's going to force those villagers away. And I think really all Tim's trying to do is delay ACCM. And that's going to be great. Except here's what's not great. Knights. The knights are incoming, and they're going to mop up this forward, mop up all these villagers. And now we have to pray that Tim has the resources stockpiled to be able to transition to the Castle Age where he doesn't die.
Well, he has some good economy because he still have at home 12 fishing ships. But something really important. Look at the amount of fishing ships from Yellow player. CL happy. 27 fishing ships. 27 fishing ships? For real? I mean, that's pretty insane. Cool now. I'm gonna check the Mayans. It's really important the Mayans, because if he's getting some resources is playing, look his resources as well. It's not the first time that we see the Mayans going super quick Imperial, but he doesn't have a stone yet, so they are going to standard for now. And let's see, because they did the damage on the ACCM, but those knights saving the day, and they are recovering. And what is Purple now doing? You can see, I like it. PV now went back to make also a dock, more fishing ships. And, well, he needs now to recover his Castle Age. Everyone going to Castle Age now. A lot of action all over. But it seems that the game is stabilized, Res, and everyone is walling. So we got to see a long game. Seems so.
Gotta do some Res thinking right now. It looks like Tim managed to miraculously hold the line thanks to everyone's Mempray. And now I think he deserves a Res cheer. I have to say the fishing ship discrepancy between both sides is pretty fascinating. So if we take a look at this, 27 for CL, he's not playing around. He's looking to start a fishing business. This might be his retirement from AoE 2, going straight to the fishery. And meanwhile, well, it looks like Teal also has 20 fishing ships. For those of you who were wondering why Red had so few fishing ships early on, I think it's because he was Franks. And with the free horse collar, he really wanted to prioritize getting out as many farms as early as he could early on to try and profit off that bonus. One of the problems with the Franks historically was that the free horse collar, while a great bonus, doesn't come online early enough. You don't get value out of it until your first farms die if you start putting them down in the Dark Ages. So that's an interesting thing. But we see both the sides have kind of evened out a little bit. Everyone's settling down. And Mem, I think we're going to see a great game here as both sides boom up.
Well, I'm scared about Euro economy because Slavs with that bonus from the farmers and also 20 fishing ships not getting attacked at home. He has already 54 villas, and those fishing ships can spam knights forever and even reach Imperial Age really quick. I don't know. We were thinking that Orange was doing a lot of damage, and look at his radio kill. He killed 3 units. He has lost 17. But about going up to Imperial, man. Happy. It's on the way to Imperial. Happy, guys, is CL. I'm used to call him Happy because it was the name that he was using the most, but don't want to confuse you guys. Yellow player, Frantic CL, has another nickname that is called Happy, but let's call him CL. And he's on the way to Imperial. Cool. You see why I was telling about the Mayans? He's on the way to Imperial as well. Whoa. And all this is thanks to those fishing ships, man. Right, Rez?
Yeah, it's all thanks to that massive fishing ship economy. And for the record, everybody, it's everyone in Age of Empires 2 for some reason changes their nickname every 5 minutes. And if you don't, then you'll never be as good as these 2K plus rated players. So make sure to consistently change your username. That way, after watching some of our casts and tutorials, you get to this rating, you get to confuse us. That should be your goal. I think this Fast Imperial Age, 23 minutes to 24 minutes, holy crap, that's going to be really scary. 25 minutes at the back, too. These players are not playing around, and that's the power of fishing, and friendship, of course, but mostly fishing in this case. Those elite plumed archers and or elite eagle warriors are going to be crazy powerful. Oh my gosh. They're getting close, man.
Well, but I'm even more concerned about Euro. Bacti also going to Imperial. They are going so quick, super fast, but he has a really great economy, and he will have even better economy. They're getting the advantage, man. Yeah, definitely now getting the advantage, but I don't know, because these players are crazy, and we gotta see now what Yellow can be able to do. Ouch! No. He was sending villas more forward. Now he's doing the castle in front of BB base, sorry, and he will have the second castle. So it's gonna be elite plume arches or plume arches against Magundais. Well, it depends the numbers, but of course Magundais should be ahead. The problem is in the other side. How Vikings team will be able to hold against the push from Euro for Bacti, because Xiao Fan is far from TL, and if he's going Knights Cavaliers and now Euro switch to halves, he should go halves probably. Big problems, man. Big problems. Well, we will see, guys, but it seems this game is looking really good now for Vietnam, and then we will go for another decider. Haha. Well,
I hope so,
we never know.
I hope so, man.
Better. In the north. Sorry, Rez. In the north, there is Petars, the beautiful Petars. He want to go there inside and raid. Let's see if he's gonna be able, and if team gonna notice, because if they open and send some archers and open the way to TL, to Euro, that is doing a great game. But he's trying to go to the pocket. Do you think it's the right idea? And sorry that I interrupt you, Rez.
Oh, no problem.
To the pocket? Or he should go to Orange and finish it.
Should he go to the pocket or go to Orange and finish him? Oh, it looks like they're not sure either, because ACCM is just hiding his Petards, facing a tree, putting them on timeout duty. They seem to be a little bit indecisive. I actually think that going into the pocket would be really interesting here, because, I mean, they've got this do-it-yourself ward, according to chat, according to Force J. I like it from the melee, and I think that killing off these two stables will slow down Zhao Fan. You don't want him to get out those paladins. It could be really devastating. When I think about players you want to take out of the game, I mean, the Vikings do get that really good early Imperial Age, right? With Arbalest plus the Siege Rams, that's really powerful. But I always fear the Franks in late game. I fear the Mongols. I feel like cutting off the team could be really important. But we'll see, because on the bottom side of the map, hills really matter. The hills are here.
3 players, man. 3 players with 2 castles there, with Trebuchet at Magundais, and we see plume arches, and also gonna be elite battle elephant for Malai, so we're going to get it. But Euro Bacti is coming here, and one castle is going down. Probably another castle will go down, and this is really bad for yellow player. Yeah, CL will lose absolutely all his castle. Well, he still have two. Now Vivi has to wall with the Malay. He's gonna be in Imperial. And what is he going to do now? Halbardiers or something? I don't know. Elite Manguda is on the way. And on the left, Blue went inside, but he didn't do any damage. He walled back again, and Yellow is still doing more castles at the back. He has still really strong population, but Euro Bacti is just going Cavaliers. Now transition to Halbardiers. He's doing barracks in the middle of the map, close to Blue, and will keep trying to push on Red. But Red, Xiao Fan is almost in Imperial right now. ACCM2, so we're gonna have again another Imperial battle, but definitely, the advantage seems to be a little bit more clear now for Vietnam.
I gotta agree with you, Mem, here. I think that this is going to be an epic Imperial Age game, and here it comes! Oh, this is so nostalgic, seeing Tim playing as the civilization that for some reason were like half of my ranked games. The Vikings! They've hit the Imperial Age. He's got the Arbalest. He can make some siege rams if he wants to. He can leave those other units behind. And he's going to push in this base. And ACCM is honestly a little bit behind. He has to pick up the pace, but he's really behind in villagers by about 30 at this point. He only has regular skirmishers. The Vikings have that nice, solid early end. It's exactly what we were talking about earlier, Mem, where the Malay battle elephants, are they weak? Absolutely. But can you get them out quickly? Absolutely. They don't cost much with that 30% discount. And at this point in the game, the lack of Pierce armor doesn't matter if you just kill your opponent before they can make enough Mangudai. Look how long it's taking for these elite Mangudai to come out.
Exactly, man, exactly. He need a lot. It's true that the population for Vivi is dropping. He's dropping dramatically. He's not going to try to kill those blue marches. No, the trebuchet. You need to kill the trebs and go back. Whoa, if you don't kill those trebuchet, you are going to lose another castle. And if you lose your castle, what you can do with the Mongols? Vivi need to go boom a little bit more at the back. He's not doing. And like you were telling in the other side, really, if team played properly, ACCM got nothing. Not too many. I mean, he has 20 villages behind, not a lot of farming. He need to kill those trebuchet, and the key was there, the siege rams. But the problem is that heal is as well there with Cavaliers. Where is Red? We need to see Red. Red is still also with good population, but is still behind. He's gonna be able those Franks, Paladins make the job? I don't think so, man, because now Euro is gonna cut. He's gonna cut the trees with Ones and Halbardiers +4. His advantage in all over the map. And look at now on orange, Mr. Rez. The raiding is happening with those Cavaliers. And Vikings team is going to the damn hell. No! Euro! Bacti. Oh, that shot. Yes, he's going to the hell. 200 population for Euro, man. 200 population for Bacti with 73 army, man. 73 army. Do you know what that means?
I do know what that means. Tim, the Vikings. Oh, it's like a shot through my own soul. No! The Vikings early Imperial Age. I promise you guys it's strong. But I just got some PTSD flashbacks of, oh God, when the heavy cavalry come in, you better have that pikeman upgrade already researched or you're donezo. Out of the game. Alt F4, it's over. He did not have that. He did not have chieftains, and as a result, he's been cavaliered. And God, he was looking so strong too, because the Italians, of course, want their elite Genoese crossmen, and your Viking Arbalest, strong Nordic Arbalest, will just destroy them.
But you know what that means or not? You didn't ask. You know what that means or not?
He's down.
He's absolutely down, man. He's absolutely down. The rating is real. Look at him with now almost no army, nothing, no army, man. But at that point, he was 70 army, but he lost everything. 35 army, not that much army anymore. But still, the other team, where his army to? They don't have army either. Red now need to save. Ouch! Those paladins, Frank paladins can't save the day. Maybe it's going to happen. I don't know. On the right side, look at the comeback from the hell. BB with a lot of elite battle elephants and now a lot of elite Mangudais. What do you think, Rez? Guys, Mangudais and elephants or plumages and elephants? Well, definitely. The numbers matters, but Mangudais and elephants, no?
Mem, I'm going to go for the bold play here, and I'm going to say the real winner once again is the hill. Hills are OP. They're so strong, and the fact is that Cool is on the world's tiniest elevation advantage. It means these Mangudai, for some reason, they can't handle it. I would say that the Mangudai plus Battle Elephants has been pretty good, but the Elite Plumed Archers just have a more cost-efficient matchup, definitely. You can get them out a lot quicker. They're good versus range use in general. But I think what we really saw going on there is that we finally got enough Elite Mangadai that the low, crappy Pierce armor of these discount plastic elephants is really starting to show, as the Plumed Archers and the Mangadai are able to just completely destroy them. I mean, speaking of completely destroyed, oh, poor Tim's base. God, he'll never get that Chieftain's Upgrader Pikeman. Rip. Oh no. But Xiaofan's in here with Paladins.
But somehow he's recovering now. Look at Xiaofan, he's sending good amount of Paladins, but the problem is we can see now ACCM with Elite Genuine Crossbowman, huge bonus against those cavalry. So maybe they can come back on the left, I'm not sure. On the right side, they are still trying with a lot of Magnets, but Green is sending more and more. VNA School, a lot of Plume Archers. Look at the amount of Plume Archers he's sending, but now with some few elephants, maybe he can push it back because Grey elephants are a little bit more behind now. Oh yes, the population is still behind, really behind for, yes, and they are calling the GG. Wow. Well, it's crazy. In the first game, solid domination, but in this one, you have seen how Eurobakti, the ex-Tyrant, because remember, he was a Tyrant as well, really dominated, man. Dominated on the left, destroyed, and also came to the right side. Come on, Rez, you have to relax. You scared me a few minutes ago.
Oh, no, it's the PTSD, man. Because I come from this exact same background as you. I've been playing this game online since, God, Jesus, like the end of the Zone era, and I've played so much high-ranked Black Forest that seeing Tim right there getting killed by that Cavalier quick power spike, just it hurts so much. You need that pikeman support. What a great game, by the way, on both sides. And the army comp at the bottom. Yeah. You saying?
Another decider, Rez. What is this? All the third games? Ay. Well, we have seen, guys, I see how Zach is checking absolutely everything because I have also in my second monitor the stream. So yes, definitely, really a strong job and complicated to follow. Remember the 4 versus 4 because sometimes we explain a lot. Yeah, we explain to him what he's selected, but sometimes with the passion and with the game, we don't say, hey, and he has to guess sometimes. So guys, you have to understand that it's complicated. Yep. Say that. We can now check also the achievements one more time, and it's going to be really superior now for who? For Vietnam. Military, look at Bhakti. He lost the most units, yes, but he killed the most by far. By far, 161 with 75 army, but combined with Cool. Remember, the Plume Marches, 64 largest army, way more army than Frantic this time. Just check it out. Largest army, like you say everything.
It was the speed of, oh my God, it was the speed. Like the Plumed Archers are more cost efficient in this case. They're much better for that actual battle. So even though the Mangadai shred right through those elephants, cut through them like a knife through butter, the Plumed Archers match up fairly well with the Elite Mangadai. You're able to get them out faster. Man, 75 largest army versus 30. ECL never really got his foot off the ground, and Backed Mantil is just... That was such a powerful game. Powerful game.
He got more army.
75.
He also got more army, so he couldn't never go really with the Mangodas. He did that really fast. I'm checking now the achievements in technology. CL was 26 in Imperial a minute, but he never massed an oath army, maximum 30. So it wasn't an oath to push them back. Guys, Zach, everyone, this is the equalizer. 1-1. We're going for the decide.
Stay tuned, everybody. Elite Mangadai a little slow, but man, that was a close and intense game and a wonderful co-cast. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We're moving on to the final game, and it's going to be epic. Stay tuned.
Game, right?
Stay tuned. All right.
Well, now Acropolis. That with that main base that they are all together. If they be ready, man. Be ready for the last game to be absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Do we take some break, a couple of minutes, 1 minute, or we go right away, Mr. Sack? You let us know in the lobby. 1 minute, okay. 1 minute. I'll be right back too.
All right, I'm ready. I heard it was Team Acropolis, so I got to make sure that I have a full glass of water. Oh my goodness. Ooh, AoE3 music? Oh, hell yeah. I'll listen to that instead.
Well, I'm back. So we can go if you want right now.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'm bracing myself for a long one here, but we'll see. We'll see.
Well, it's possible in this one. It's really, really possible. We will analyze. You all know, guys, know this map already. But let's focus already. And yes, guys, there you go. The decided game, another decided game, which is absolutely great from this Escape Champions League. We are absolutely live here with the best of 3, and now with Vietnam and Frantic. Look at this map generation. It's absolutely beautiful. I love this map. Spanish Magyar, Teutons, and Chinese. And then BB Berbers, Hans. Hans are always Hans, man. Spanish, really important to have both teams, Spanish and, Byzantines. Whoa,
Ooh.
Byzantines. What do you think, Mr. Rez, that keep going with me with all these beautiful series about this civilization?
Again, always a pleasure, Mem, to join you here. This, if you haven't seen the previous game, you have to watch it. It is incredible. Team Acropolis, both players, city on a hill. However, they must depart from that hill to grab the wood on the bottom. As the thing is with this map is it forces you to expand outward. Wood is such a valuable commodity here. And that does make for a reasonably aggressive map, but sometimes we do see the map partitioned completely in half. So, this game could go late. And I do like the idea of the Byzantines here. It's really interesting. Against the Teutons, no less. Ooh. So the Byzantines get to go to the Imperial Age really, really quickly. And I think you can leverage that quite nicely and perhaps break that stall entirely with that cheap imp. Maybe get some bombard cannons. We'll have to see what his plan is. But I actually do like the Byzantines pick. What do you think of the civs?
Well, for the civilization, I have two quick thoughts. At Teuton, for example, for the early game, maybe they are not that great if they're going to go massive knights because no husbandry. That can be important. But for the late game, only siege honors belong to Teuton if the game go for a late game. And that can be massive in the later game. Siege honors are always siege honors, only one civilization with siege. Then, other than that, well, I really think that is the advantage here for the late game. You know, but we have Berbers. Those camel archers also can really dominate. Well, other point, cool with China, with the bonus from Chinese. I really like that civilization. China can be really, really, really strong, and it gives a good bonus to the team. Byzantines. Yes. Byzantines, except that you go maybe quick up. If the game go for a longer game, I don't think it's a powerful civilization with this matchup.
I agree.
Check. Civilizations, so can be a bad time for Frantic if the game go long. The good thing is Berbers, except the siege owners, they really can counter most of the units in the other one. But no, those camel archers are incredible tanks and crazy. But it happens a little bit like Mongols, that they are a little bit slow, you know, to create all the upgrades they require time, right?
Yes. So I always like to break down team games in a couple things. So one, How many fronts are there? Usually there's a primary front. I like to also break them down by the Civ matchups are incredibly important, as well as the overall comp of your entire team. All of those choices really matter. And then the third point is military positioning tends to be the decisive factor. As far as team comps go, they both have really interesting ones. I like VNA's comp because they've got the Chinese extra food on their farms bonus. They've got the Spanish trade bonus, I think is very, very essential. But both teams clearly have a Spanish player for a good reason. Interestingly, though, I think the Huns and the Berbers, absolutely fantastic power combo there. Thanks to the 20% faster stable from the Huns. And then, when the Berbers get to the Castle Age, if they want to make some knights or camels, they have to do it with a 15% discount, 20% faster. Sign me up. And not only that, the Berbers get expeditions, I think. I don't remember what we actually named that tech in the end. Okay, we named it Casbah. That's what it's called. Casbah makes all your castles work 25% faster for the whole team. And that means they can start massing some unique units. This applies to Camel Archers and Conquistadors. I like that. And maybe if the game goes super late, we'll see Cataphracts. But it's really going to depend on what we see from the enemy team. Either way, I'm excited, man.
Well, in the meanwhile, we have seen. I was checking Teal. And Teal, Euro lost a village. You can see a dead body close to the town center. The mill he did was really dangerous because look that mill he did in the berries. He did where the deers, where that deer is now. So he has to walk all over around the trees to get the berries. He's blocking himself with that mill. I don't like so much in case that he's getting raided. And now we can focus on the matchups. Why we are not talking, guys, here about the pockets or flanks? Because in this map, it doesn't really matter who is pocket or flank. Really. Seems that they are super together. They are also going with some little palisades and walling absolutely everything. Sometimes who is going fast castle is the flank. Sometimes who is going aggressive is the pocket. Right now, we see Xiao Fan extremely fast with the hands. So he's going to go definitely scouts. He's doing the barrack. Oh, a little bit late. He's doing the barrack now. And he's going to make the stable, I believe. Yeah, but a bit slow, in my opinion. If you go that fast, you want to have the stable as fast as possible. Exactly like Say My Name is doing with those two villages. And now Magyars with Forge, man, those scouts. But Res, everyone, we're gonna see team walls. Look at the walls they are doing in the main base.
What's interesting about this, though, is that they are inevitably going to have to go to the low ground, and that's why I always try and pay attention to the map generation here and see who has the most forest behind them as well as other resources. So, notably, I would say that Frantic has a slightly better back area that they can actually wall off a bit. You can't wall on the Black Hill terrain, though, but they still have the advantage in that regard. And they have just more space to build in general here. So it'll be interesting to see how this game plays out. It looks like, though, if we take a look at the Spanish player, who was I looking at? It was already Money Stone, yeah, is CL. So he's definitely going for Conquistadors. And with the Berbers, that's a powerful combo.
Yeah, the same. Doing the same, right? Yeah. Well, but according to that, we can see that ACCM, Blue, Teal, and Gray all are already with the wood at the back, in the outside, you see? So they are taking better spot. Dangerous as well, it can be raided. But we got to see, he's going to lose a villager there. I'm checking that villager on Gray. Say My Name. No, he's not losing. He's going now back. And don't think so. The scouts will do so much damage now because both teams has scouts already. So this will be fine. The most important is going to be in Castle Age. The combo they choose now, and really, they go Kongs and Camel Archers, not only because they are going to be protected, that is important, they can really do a lot of damage with those.
Yes, they can. Indeed, Mem, and that's due to their really high attack stat. That's something that I think people don't factor in that often with the Camel Archer, but that thing has, I think, like 7 base attack in the Castle Age. It is strong. And as a result, it is able to tear right through the Pierce Armor of those Knights, which normally dominate the Castle Age. So I love that army comp. There's no Mongols for them to really exploit here, as we do sometimes see. And a bunch of scouts coming out. Like you said, major threats indeed. And Really, I think scouting is super important on Team Acropolis because you have to know where your opponent's vulnerable wood lines are. And look at this scout harass on both sides, man. Gosh.
Oh man, look at Purple, but Purple is losing now. Ouch! He lost one villager. At the end, he didn't lose so much, Vivi, and he put the villagers on red tone center. Look how close they are, that instead of his own tone center, he did it on red TC. But still, why they didn't wall everything? I mean, they left a hole? No, well, he was walling, wasn't in time, and those scouts that are... No, he's taking more villagers. Now, another village down. Ouch, Vietnam is taking some little advantage.
They are.
Definitely. They did some damage there. The scouts in the other side, they didn't do anything, or not too much. You can check that Xiao Fan has lost already 3 units. That means 3 villages. In 15 minutes, well...
It's not a lot of damage, but it's some damage, and they're getting a lot of idle time on the opposing villagers for Frantic, forcing them to fight or walk all the way to those scouts. Every second those villagers spend fighting is a second that they don't spend chopping wood and making you money. And wow, another villager goes down for poor old Tim. Are we seeing VNA set themselves up for a pretty strong Castle Age lead? We'll have to see. Wheelbarrow Technologies coming out. CL in the Castle Age. Ooh, almost everyone in the Castle Age. What are they going to do from here? Cool is plopping down a secondary town center, a third town center as well. We might see more of a boom from him on a single stable. But can they survive that aggression? Because here comes the castle from Purple.
Well, he has a castle, but now ACCM did a castle too. So the combination is going to be the decisions, and really the timing they choose to go is going to be crucial. Right now, we still see some scouts going away from red. There is Knight already from Cool. I really like China, and he has 3 tone centers right away. He can make a really strong boom. Really strong boom. But Bhakti, what is this? 52 population? How much army he has? I am on his point of view, and he has 17 army. He has 14 range units, and he's now going close to the opponent. But you can see, he's facing Kongs. So that army... most likely Destiny is die. Those Kongs will take it one by one, like you can see. Surprised me that he did archers with Teutons. I expect to go scouts, but he will have now really great economy. Remember the bonus from Teutons? 40 wood each farm, so they are cheaper, 33%. He's gathering good resources. It's nice. But really, with 2 castles, you can see he's well protected CL. The castle he did on his wood, man. On his wood, to protect the wood. I don't know, it wouldn't be better a TC there and the castle on his main base on top of that hill?
I don't know if Zach was following that, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think it's appropriate we take a moment of silence for that one spearman of Teals that did not get to touch any conquistadors that day. Truly sad. And yes, Cool is going to have one hell of a boom with that 3 sound center start into Wheelbarrow right now. That is going to be epic. And then he also has a secondary stable coming down. I really like that ACCM has that castle as well, pretty nearby Teal's base, just in case he needs to protect him, which he probably will. So spoiler alert, guns tend to beat most things in war. Don't be the guy that brings a bow and arrow to a gunfight, because the Conquistador is probably going to beat you 9 out of 10 times. And now, the unique unit spam is slowly inching away across the map, and it's just like Mem said, when they engage is going to be crucial.
They definitely have. They definitely have a better boom, a smooth booming coming. And just now paying attention on the right side, where you can see those camel archers only with fletching, no botkin. He's trying to find some spot. Imagine if he was going to the south, where Cool is sending villages to probably make another TC. The lag factor is needed, but he's going right there. He's going right there. He's gonna find it. He's gonna find it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he can see it or not. I am on Purple point of view, baby. He can see the villages, and he got it. The villages, man. He's gonna take right now 1 village down, 2 villages down. This is really important, man. He was doing a really smooth boom, and he's taking now so many villages. That's absolutely why you want those range units. Now he's going back because the knights were there close, but he took some villages. But look how smooth is his boom, that even with those 53 villages, he's still ahead, man, to everyone else in Frantic, really. Well, China, man. China with a good boom, a smooth boom, and he will dominate. We will see.
Yeah, I mean, the cheaper techs, the better farms is a recipe for success. And especially if you let them get to the Imperial Age where they really get to leverage that cheaper tech bonus. Oh my goodness, the Elite Chuko News are very powerful. And they also just have a fairly broad tech tree in general. The Chinese are really adaptable civ. I expect to see Mass Knights from them. The Cavalier upgrade researched for that power spike. Maybe they can get a killing blow there. And if not, the Chinese can transition into whatever they really want. His Great of Cool to keep his cool and actually still able to get down his town center in the bottom right. That is going to be a crucial point of contention where they're going to have to protect it due to the extra gold and stone. There's so many of them over there, and they're going to have to make sure that the raid doesn't come and disrupt it as the camel archers are moving out.
Well, now will happen a lot of raiding there because team is coming with 26 archers. 26 archers combined with the camel archers and maybe some conks. Then let's see how they are going to be able to stop that. Whoa, Bhakti has a lot of archers, but he has on his base, not really close. He's trying to go to gray base and do the damage. It's nice from Cool trying to defend. The camel archers are now with Bodkin arrow and 1 armor. He's now going to drop some bellies. Look at this. On Say My Name. How many bellies he's gonna take? He's not gonna notice. He noticed, but he's taking 3 villages already. The game is extremely close, but they are still raiding now more and more, and this is very good. Very, very good for Frantic because little by little, even if they were behind with the boom, they are catching up. You can see the villages now getting closer, but they're still ahead for Vietnam.
Ooh,
But
this
more
is
army
a
now.
spawn.
Yeah, more army for Frantic. In this map so open, I think doing that amount of army, I think it's a good choice.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting one, and I think it will pay off in the end for them. Now, I do think that VNA is responding to this correctly, immediately going for the husbandry upgrade as well as forging for those knights, just so he's able to chase them down. And then ACCM is ready to ambush with these conquistadors, and here comes the crossbowmen as well. Oh man, they got him boxed in. Hopefully they have something prepared for this. So those camel archers are so fast, they'll probably be able to escape just by walking on the black terrain. But they managed to pick off quite a few of them. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, man, the crossbowmen from Tim are in, as well as some of Zhao Fan's knights. That's going to be a lot of idle farmers.
Exactly, this is the good thing, that they are using 3 units at the same time. One, he's going out from the action, and then at the same time, you can see Orange and Knights just raiding completely green. And going now, but down. Xiao Fan is now the one with the most villages. Thanks to that, because at home, Frantic are not getting any damage. When was the last time you remember that they were attacking there? No, man, not any second. But now there's a mango, also some knights, they are going to trap those crossbows. No, they are going to lose it now. Gonna lose the mango and repair the mango. He's repairing those crossbows, are going to go. We're going to go. Bye-bye, man. Bye-bye.
There you go. There they go.
There you go. Ay. Team is on the way to Imperial. You are absolutely right. Professional and super pro caster. He said in the start, Byzantines, super quick up to Imperial right away. Team, 32 minutes. Resonance. Woo! What to do now with Byzantines? Go.
I would love to see some gunpowder, man. I'd like to see a chemistry upgrade. Oh, yes, I would. But we'll see what he ends up doing. He has some options, but I always love the chemistry, bombard cannons type thing. I think that's always quite powerful. So we'll see if he ends up doing that, going for that type of push. Fastest Imperial Age. Not too unexpected. And I have to say, I love how Frantic managed to pull away so much of VNA's army and do a lot of economic damage in return. Ooh, Zhao Fan plopping down a castle of his own. I am very curious to see what our Byzantines player Tim is up to. But if I had to guess, I mean, we saw him get ballistics, if I'm correct. That signals to me some archer range type.
Man. No?
Yeah, it might be armed with siege rams. It could be.
Yeah. No, but I mean, his weak economy, I don't know if he's going to have resources for everything, but honestly, if he's just going Arbalest and Xiao Fan, remember, the pocket is up to Imperial with 104 villagers. He can go Paladins, support by Arbalest. Stop the Paladins then. It's going to be a really great combo in the start because it's really early in the game. It's true that ACCM is also on the way to Imperial. almost at the same time. But these two players in Imperial against one. The problem is that really, team has maybe too weak economy, only 2 ton centes, and he did it now, you know? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's a very good point. Like, when you go for an Imperial Age this fast as the Byzantines, you do have to make sacrifices with your villager count. As we can tell, he doesn't even have 60 villagers yet, so can he even afford my favorite little gunpowder hand cannoneers bombard cannon opening? Perhaps not, but I agree that the Arbalest plus the Paladins would be a fantastic combo, and it looks like he will be opening up with Arbalest, the discount choice, which I think is good here. I understand why you would definitely go for Arbalest. They're better versus the conks anyway. We'll see.
Sorry, look, it's really important. On top left in the map, there you go. BB need to make this castle. BB need to make this castle.
Because that's not happening.
Conquistadors are nice. These have a lot of camel archers coming. Let's see if he's gonna take the fight here. But where's the conk from yellow? You need to go there. Look at the amount of camel archers, but these knights and conks, he need to go back. He was trying to get a lot of map because back now it's with lower population. Those camel archers would be an oath to dominate. He's not finishing the castle. Now he's trying to kill, and he's definitely going back. But the conks are also tanks. Camel archers will be able to. I think the camel archer doesn't have bonus against the conks, right?
We could never decide. Did we actually give them a bonus versus conks, or did we not? I'm going to say in the end we decided not to. And also, I didn't think Doubt was in this game. I thought that was really Diao, not really Doubt. But that castle, man, oof. I don't think it's going up. It's a bold prediction on my part. Call me wrong if you'd like. Oh, it looks like he deleted it, Rip. Oh well. Unfortunately, he is going to have to build it closer to his base. I think this is the better decision, protecting that town center and gold mine in the front half. He definitely needs to be able to mass up these camel archers as well. Yeah,
it's complicated, man. It's complicated. We need to see Xiao Fan and Team, because Team went that fast Imperial for a reason. And the reason is to raid, to dominate. But for now, he has the lowest, or almost the lowest population in the game and not doing any damage. Now, he's trying to go with the Cavaliers on the right side together, but Magyar say my name with +4/+2 knight, of course, because he's in Imperial. Oh my god, this is gonna be complicated. And is Vietnam taking the lead? Well, now it's good amount of Arbalest. Still not an oath, in my opinion. But with the Cavaliers together, maybe they can do the job. And they are trying to raid. Well, they're raiding now. It's working now in the south. You see, those Arbalests trying to make some damage on green. And green, some problems.
Well, like I always say, trade is the lifeblood of every team game, and they're already going for it, I suppose. Better start early, might as well. And they do have a very strong military lead here. They've got the numbers advantage. They will be able to push this back with the Arbalest, having the Bracer and Chemistry upgrade complete. However, there are a couple camels coming in here. I don't think that'll matter too much, but it will weaken the front line that Zhao Fan desperately needs to provide so that Tim's Arbalest don't get run down. So right now he's just trying to do as much economic damage as possible, because I think he fears he doesn't have the home field advantage and will get outproduced and probably lose that fight. Meanwhile, on the top side, not too much progress because the castle finally does get down. And on the bottom side, oh man, I think they're going to get cleaned up.
Yeah, it seems so, man. He doesn't have an old army. It's true that he's doing the Paladin upgrade, but it's not gonna be in time. They are cleaning absolutely everything. The good thing is those camel archers, but like you see, those camel archers doesn't seem to do really well against the conks. I am checking now purple on the left, BB against ACCM, and it's gonna be pretty close. What that means that there is no special bonus, because with that amount of army, if they got a special bonus against the conks, they will wreck them completely. And it's happening because it was more army, but not by far. Now with 2 mangonels, and the population is still ahead a little bit for Vietnam. So we are going for another crazy game. And guys, the walls Frantic is doing, look at yellow. CL is walling, or he's trying to wall all the map is stone walls. Yeah, getting ready to rumble. The Paladins now are there, and Arbalest gonna be able to push. The problem is no army, Res. I don't see army from Frantic, not a note. Look at the number.
Yeah, the numbers are basically non-existent, as CL has a whopping military of 6, and unless those are 6 fully upgraded war elephants, I'm not entirely sure they're that threatening, and even then, they could get kited. So Frantic really has to catch up in the military department, and this is so far turning out to be quite the close game. And hopefully this encourages people to watch more of the ECL matches, as all of the teams here bring something very unique to the table. The Teutons now transitioning into more siege/infantry style combo, which is fairly normal. Captain round coming down. I would really, really like to see the armor upgrade for the Teutons that they get. I would really like to see that coming into play. And meanwhile, in the middle of the map, the Arbuspus Paladins proves to be a tough army to beat. And the camels themselves just get shredded. These aren't, for the first time ever, they're not Indians' camels, everybody. We're safe. We're safe.
Well, we are safe, but who is safe is the other team. Is safe is the other team. Paladins and camels, like you said, he's gathering a little bit more. The good thing from team is that his army is extremely cheap. He is still struggling a little bit. Now he has boomed more and more. They are starting to trade. Yeah, everyone is starting to trade. But the Camel Archers, BB, start to have a lot of Camel Archers, super tanks, CL, Paladin upgrade, Paladins and Camel Archers together. That's a good combo. That's a really good combo, because with the Paladins, with that mobility, you might take down those Kongs, and then with the Camel Archers, we'll take all that army from Bhakti. But Bhakti has now Onagers. Remember what I said in the start, Mr. Res? Siege Onagers can change, can make the difference here. Of course, he doesn't have yet the resources, but there's a big battle on the left. It's 3 players, green, teal, and blue, pushing against yellow and purple. So, in the other side, then, orange and red should do the damage. They are trying to push. Now, team is doing a castle really close. This castle is important. You know why? Because now Frantic has almost all the map protected. And little by little, if they keep pushing here, maybe they won't have a safe raid. Because they're getting closer, man.
Yeah, it's a Paladin Civ versus a Paladin Civ, teamed up both with the utility civilization. Who will come out on top here? That is the question, because now we've got Pikeman out for Tim. Halberdier researching. That castle, I think, will stall this battle out, pushing back those heavy camels. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, we've got the Teutons pushing in with the Halbs. They've got the Rams backed by the Spanish and with some additional support from Cool. I really want to see Ironclad. Please give me Ironclad just one time. One time, come on. One time. Do it for Troy.
Yeah, well, you might see if the game goes really longer, but for now I think that he should be focused more in the Siege Onagers. Population is really strong for Vietnam. Really, really, really strong. I see right now BP with crazy amount of Camel Archers, but Xiaofan, CL, and team is struggling, man. They are struggling in army. Really, at the bottom is absolutely sick. The amount of army from Cool and Grey in comparison with the others. Here are coming with traps. If they kill that castle to orange, look at Cool, 14. Yes, because they have a huge advantage. They are going to clean absolutely everything, man. It is Tucunus, it is Paladin, it is Camel versus Paladins, and few Arbalists. They are just going to wreck absolutely everything. The red.
What a scary army comp that is. Heavy camels backed by the elite Chuko News and fully upgraded paladins from the Magyars. That is something difficult to deal with. And the Byzantine heavy camels suck. They are absolutely terrible. And as a result, no blast furnace on these halberdiers either. They're cheap, but they're just plastic knockoffs. Meanwhile, both teams grabbing those bombard towers to try and stall the game out to the late game. Can they do it? This is almost like a mirror of the Tyrant game from before, but not quite. The Camel Archers moving towards the south side, hoping that CL can somehow stall with bombard towers, but he doesn't even have fletching yet.
But if they go there with the Camel Archers, how they are going to stop in the north? It's Siege Rams in the north, Conquistadors, Halberdiers, they are absolutely pushing. We said in the start that I was scared, I was worried about Frantic for a late game civilization, and it seems that it's happening exactly that. Siege Rams, Conquistadors, Halberdiers, those bombard towers with only fletching now, few Paladins, and the problem is that Yellow is going to be... No, it's not going to be. If you check his point of view, he has no resources at all. No wood, no food, and few gold. So if they keep pushing there, they are literally in the trade. And at the bottom, yes, they hold a little bit. Now Yellow is against two, basically. So Purple need to move. It seems, Rest, that they can only hold in one side.
I agree, they can only hold on one side, and the side that they're able to hold is where really Dao is. It's where Purple's Camel Archers are. So he has to make that choice. Meanwhile, Yellow's made his choice, and it's called spam BBTs to win the game. And it works for a lot of people, so maybe it'll work here. They just need to protect that trade line, because if they lose it, then that game is over. But those siege rams only take 1 damage from the BBTs, so many of them inching forward. Whereas my Ironclad upgrade versus these melee units, it would actually be good here. Oh, these players play the new Civ so well, but it's these like fringe unique texts I like never see them get.
Well, you should play Black Forest with me. If you play Black Forest with me in Wall Alone, you will see that upgrade. You will see that upgrade. But right now, I'm focusing completely again in that spot. He doesn't have the siege owners, but with owners, with conks, with elves, and with few more trebuchet, definitely they are going to be able to push. And they are pushing back right now. Look at those bombard towers. Are they pushing? Yes, man. They are definitely pushing. They need a little bit more traps. At the bottom, they seem to stabilize a little bit. Not pushing back because Purple was trying to go to the trade. Look at Bibi with those camel archers in the trade, but he's being chased completely by paladins, by camels, and chukunus as well. With the paladins, he's gonna be able to clean that, yes. So when they are trying to make this sneaky mode activated and raid the trade, because they feel pressed that they are struggling a lot, right?
Yes. So here's what you do when you're struggling a lot in a team game like this. So 1, BB tower up. I know that we normally recommend that players delete Facebook, lawyer up, and hit the gym, but no, it's actually build bombard towers, raid the enemy trade line, and pray that opening up another front doesn't end up losing you the game. But you can only do that if you feel like you can stall because you built enough bombard towers. Don't do those out of order, otherwise you may end up losing the game. They've got a lot of BBTs, but they don't have enough military units here, and I think that's the big decisive difference, is there's just not enough camel archers.
Well, not only camel archers, Rez. Look at team now has the most army. That's a really bad signal because Byzantines is weak.
Look at this troops.
The CL, 11, 27 Xiaofan, and 21 Bibi. If they push those castles, they are going to destroy that castle and kill those trebuchets, and this game over. He could go even now with those cons. He could go directly into the trade. They are not going because they don't see like we do absolutely everything all visible. But if they could, he will go and kill. Or at the bottom, well, he's now with some trebuchet and arbalest trying to push, but they are not gonna be able to push with that army, in my opinion, since there is chukunus. The chukunus are stronger than the arbalest, so the crucial point now is on top. On top, they keep trying, but guys, it's crazy how much bombard towers they are doing. Whoa!
Thank you, everybody, for the compliments in chat. It really means a lot to me. So, the Byzantines, one of my favorite civilizations, as Mem said, unfortunately, as the clock keeps ticking, they start falling, as their units are quantity over quality. And the Chinese, though, those elite Chukonus really mess you up. Backed with Paladins is one of the toughest armies to beat. It's everything you love about Arbs plus Paladins, but even stronger. And on the top side, they're pushing in. How do you stop this massive stall fest that we usually see with the bombard towers from the Spanish? Mass trebs. The more trebs, the better, and I'm pretty sure that ACCM has enough trebs.
Yeah, not many army from them. We have repeated this already. Siege owner from Bacti, so maybe guys, if we see the siege owners up, maybe Rez will get the ironclad, and if he get the ironclad, guys, be ready, because he's gonna go crazy mode activated, and maybe you're gonna get scared when he gets so damn excited. At the bottom, we can see how they are pushing now back with the paladins and the chukunus. Chukunus and paladins gonna take absolutely everything now. You see, they can't stop them. Vietnam is definitely taking the game.
Oh man, like how do you even stop this as the Byzantines? It's really hard. Oh, you get thumb ring earlier than 57 minutes in the game does help a little bit. That is one thing you can do. But besides that, there's really like elite skirms don't help that much because the Chukonus fire 5 arrow shots. It's a ton. And on the top side, really the civ comps here, I think, are immaculate. Holy crap, Tim's getting handcart right now as well, and iron casting. Everyone avert your gaze. Stop the stream. Oh no.
Well, he did the fast imperial. He did the fast imperial, and he missed a lot of upgrades, that for sure. But man, I'm just sick. Man, now you make me check. Maybe check the castle for Teuton. Ironclad is castle. Yes! Come on, Rez, you can go for it.
Oh, it's a good day. It's a strong technology. Do I have to do a video on it? I'm not going to do any sort of scenario editor stuff. That thing is a practical technology that is realistically applicable in your games. You do not want those hussars, infantry, or melee units touching your precious siege weapons. No, 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 no. And for a nice, cheap price at the castle, you can prevent that. You can do it just by getting Ironclad, the god.
Come on, man. I expected to be you even more and more motivated. Okay, it's a note. You have been motivated all the whole afternoon. I let you be more quiet now, but I thought that you were to scream and destroy my other ear. It's fine. Your reaction is really, really okay. But guys, they have... Okay, now it's better. Now, they are pushing completely in the middle with the halves, siege owners, trebuchet, and those conquistadors are going to push. Well, they are pushing. They are in the trade. But this Frantic team, how they can hold that match? Because they are great players, but I insist, rest the civilizations is not the way to go. These civilizations can hold, and they are calling the GG.
Civ Comp is everything. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, when you don't know what you're doing, just research everything. And as we saw here during the last minute of the game, everyone was getting as many texts as possible because you need to have the most text researched. So when the game is over, you know who to blame on your team, whoever has the least text researched. GG, well played. That was a seriously great game here. And, like, man, it all boils down to the Civ Comp there. As well as some really, really good plays from VNA. But as we see here, yeah, like, Tim unfortunately didn't have a great answer to that army comp. It's just not in his tech tree.
Tactically, man. I mean, this is, I have no words. Honestly, now that it's finished. I mean, maybe they are not like the most popular teams that people want to see. You know, a lot of people love to see AM, Secret, and so on. They provide great games. But this series has been fantastic. Probably, well, I'm not going to say the most enjoyable, but they were really, really nice games. Really, really nice games. And Vietnam, Mr. Res, so they experienced and came back, man. They came back from 1-0 behind, and they are now, yeah, man, in the semifinals. But with Ironclad, man, I think they saw the siege owners and they should resign. They thought, well,
yes,
if they have Ironclad...
He's the guy Ironclad. Look at these siege owners, everybody. Four melee armor? Eight? Oh my goodness, 4 melee armor. Okay, let's look at the Hustler's damage. Only 7 a hit? Oh, good God. Takes 10 hits now. No one has time for that. Might as well resign. Ironclad, though, is seriously underrated. It makes Rams a pain in the butt. GG.
Rest. It's time to